Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday Chats. My name is Emma and I'm going to be hosting today's Tuesday Chat. Today we have the team on mission with us today and they are Rebekah, Adam and Lauren. So if you could guys give us a wave.
Hey!
I'm going to be asking them some questions about the team on mission. So tell us about yourself and where you're from.
Okay, well, my name is Rebekah. I am 19. I have been saying 18 by mistake because I've just turned 19, but I am 19 now and I am living in Belfast. I have grown up in Belfast as well. Yeah.
I'm Adam. I'm 19. I was originally born in America. I'm half American, half Canadian, but about 6 years ago, my family moved to Sligo, Ireland, and I've been living there until I just moved here to Belfast for Tom T.
I'm Lauren. I'm 19, and I've basically lived in Belfast for all 19 years. So,
yes, that's a bit about us.
Very nice. So, tell us about your journey of faith.
Okay. Well, so fun fact, we're all the children of a minister.
Oh yeah.
So I grew up grew up in the Christian faith. My mum is a minister. So I have lived in many different, well, not as many as some ministers' children, but I've lived in many different houses. So I've been a Christian basically since birth, but I properly confirmed and came into my own faith whenever I was about 12 years old. But I grew up going to lots of Christian Methodist events like Castlewellan and Soulmates and Autumn Soul, and I absolutely loved going to those events. But obviously there's been tough times, especially whenever I went into secondary school, which was a big change in my life, a big culture shock in terms of going from a tiny school to a massive school. So that was more difficult, fitting in with friends and everything. But I've grown in my faith a lot over the past few years, and happy to be here, team on mission. Yes, so that's a short synopsis of my journey of faith.
So, because we're all pastors' kids, we've all been raised in pastors or ministers, Christian families. So my dad is a Baptist pastor and has been planted his own church in Colorado, and I was raised there. And so I've been raised with Christianity my entire life, and so I've been raised believing it, but I kind of became more my own faith when I was a teenager. It gradually grew into more of my own faith as I just went to a lot of things, heard a lot of I'm trying to phrase. Basically, just got a better understanding of Christianity, and about a year and a half ago, I went through a big journey of doubt and trying to understand faith and all of that. But God has been bringing me back and very much growing stronger in my life as of very recently. And so, yeah, that's a basic summary of my faith as well.
So they both grew up as ministers' kids, whereas when I was in high school, my dad actually became a minister. So, but for me as well, it's always been a part of my life. So my parents always went to church, so I was always in Sunday school and youth clubs and stuff like that. And then I also went to the Methodist events like Soulmates, and then when I could, Autumn Soul. And then my dad became a minister, so we had to move. It was all really weird, but I've always had some form of a faith, but I'd say it actually properly started during 6th year, which isn't that long ago. That was 3 years ago, because that's when it properly started. It was Autumn Soul, I was becoming a leader, and it was just blowing my mind more than it ever had. And I had surrounded myself with these incredible Christian friends, which I hadn't done ever, so it was new for me, and it was the best thing I could have done. So definitely my faith is growing a lot stronger in the past few years than it did that whole other amount of years. I can't remember how many, not too many. But yeah, so my faith is definitely the strongest now than it has been ever, because of like the new people and my new outlook on it all.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with Lauren there. Actually, I think Christian friends and fellowship is really important to your growth as well. So whenever I was in 6th year, like Lauren, I got a really good group of Christian friends and sort of grew in my faith more whenever I had those people around me. Don't get me wrong, it's good to have friends who aren't Christians as well. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But it is really good to have Christian friends around you supporting you. And team is a great year to do that as well, encouraging you as you grow in faith. So yes.
Do you know I ran out of the first CU I went to in school?
Really? Yeah.
So we had a CU in school and I never went. And because of my new Christian friends, they were like, oh, come with us. So my first ever interaction with the whole big Christian group in school was I walked in and got really intimidated and ran out again. And in all 7 years of high school, I never went to CU because it was too scary. Just a fun fact.
Very good.
Okay. So next question. Why did you want to do Team on Mission?
That is a question we've been asked quite a lot this year, and I think my answer sort of changes a wee bit every time. But why did I want to do Team on Mission? Well, I grew up, obviously, like I've said, I went to the Christian Methodist events like Castlewell and Soulmates and Autumn Soul. So I saw the Team on Mission at those events growing up. And I absolutely loved watching them do like actions and fun dramas and everything on stage. And I looked up to them and just like saw them as really cool people. And whenever I was younger, I was like, I'm definitely going to do Team on Mission. I want to do that, like from whenever I was a young child. So I grew up wanting to do Team on Mission because I just wanted to do that because I thought it looked like such an amazing opportunity. But then I got into secondary school, and later in secondary school I was on the path to going straight to university, and Tom Team had been pushed to the back of my mind. I was the way my school was, it was you don't really take a gap year. It's like you just go straight to uni and go straight on to a job after that. So Tom Team was like pushed to the back of my mind. It hadn't, from my childhood, it hadn't been brought back to the front again. But then the Soulmates of 2020 happened just before the pandemic hit. Actually crazy to think about how many people were together at one time in March 2020 before everything closed down. But
It'd be weird to do that.
It would be so weird to do that.
Something interesting about that Soulmates is that all three of us were there, but we didn't really talk to each other.
We didn't know each other.
Know that we existed.
Yeah. So Soulmates 2020 was amazing. But yeah, at Soulmates 2020, I was a steward for the first time. So that was my first time being on the other side of things, leading, helping, doing all the bits and bobs like stewards do, like preparing food and making the eggy bread and tidying up and everything. But I absolutely loved that weekend, and I just found it amazing how everyone is so joyful and happy to serve other people and show God's love through serving other people. And I saw the Team on Mission there on the stage, like doing actions and everything and having fun, and I just loved that weekend. And the seed that was in the back of my mind from Tom from my previous years came, it was pushed to the front again, and those questions were in my mind like, oh, this is like, I could actually do this. This would be a really amazing way. I might actually want to do Team on Mission. So I thought a lot about it, talked to a lot of people about it at Soulmates actually, and then I came home and told my parents, and they were like, really? Because I was like ready to go to university. I had a place in university. So I prayed a lot about it, thought it over and applied and deferred my uni place, and here I am on Team on Mission. So yeah, there we go.
So I was assuming that I was going next, but so I didn't grow up in Ireland, if I didn't already make that clear. So I didn't go to all those events that they had been to. I didn't, so like Soulmates and Autumn Soul and all that jazz, I was not a part of as a kid. But when we moved here, I was 13 years old and we started going to those things. So my first experience of Tom Team was actually just seeing them from the distance, from a balcony of our giant church. They were just these cool people doing cool things at the front. Thought nothing more than that. And I'd continually see them each year when I would come back to the Autumn Soul event. But then eventually some of my friends from the town in Sligo went to and became part of Team on Mission. And so funnily enough, I didn't actually, when they joined it, I didn't actually think of it yet as an option. I was just like, oh, that's cool, they're on Tom Team now. But then it wasn't until another friend said that he was thinking of doing Team on Mission this year that I was like, oh my goodness, that's an option. And another important thing is that probably you should know that I have 8 siblings. I am one of 9 siblings, and there's 11 people in my family. And I'm the 7th of 9, and every time they finish school, they take a gap year and give that year in some way to God, in ministry, volunteering in some way. And so I knew that I was going to take a gap year, like that was a definite, but I didn't know what I was going to do. But as soon as I realized that Tom Team was an option, I was like, I'm doing that. Because watching them at all these different events, that's exactly what I want to do. I love being with kids and like the kind of kid ministry, youth ministry that the Tom Team does is the exact kind that I would want to do for my gap year. And so I just applied when it came around.
Okay, so I had gone to Soulmates and stuff when I was that age. What was it, 9 to 12, 9 to 13?
Yeah, something like that.
That age.
Around that age.
But I went and I saw the Team on Mission and stuff, and there was one year they were doing games and they needed a mini-me. So Nikki, I think so. I was her mini-me.
Okay.
And that was the highlight of my whole year. And she still remembered me for years after that as her mini-me, so I thought I was class. But so that was my first experience at Tom Team. And then I met them at like Autumn Soul and Castle Ellen and stuff, so I had an idea of who they were, and a couple of times people are like, oh, you'd be really good at that, but I had always said no. So up until Soulmates 2020, the same one Rebekah talked about, I had said point blank, no, never gonna do it, absolutely not for me, I'm going straight to uni. But then Soulmates 2020 happened, and clearly that's just the event that changed everything for everyone. So I was a leader of a group, and out of that big group, 13 of them became Christians. And I got to help with those 13, and that absolutely blew my mind. Like, what on earth is happening? And then that whole weekend, I just loved being there for the kids as they worshipped and loved Jesus and grew in their faith. And it was just so amazing to me. And then I was watching Tom Team, and their dramas would play it by ear, and their action songs. I was just like, that sounds incredible to do this for a whole year. Like, why would I not? So that was the first time I'd ever properly considered taking a gap year. So after that, I kind of thought about it, because I was like, whoa, this is odd. I've never thought about this. Do you know, I actually messaged Ross and Chris and asked could I do an internship with them for a year instead of Tom Team. They said no. They said no, unfortunately, but here we are. I did it anyway. So I prayed a lot about it, and then I told my mum that I was going to apply. So I applied, and the night before it closed, actually. And then I got the confirmation email that they got my application. And then at my school spring concert during the break of it, I went up to my dad and was like, here, I've applied for Tom Team, go check your email, the stuff's in there, and walked off. And apparently he was very, very shocked. So yeah, they were as shocked as me that I was considering taking a gap year. So then I got on to Tom Team, and now here we are, like, what, 9 months later?
Yeah,
that's
9 months. Well, it's a year on from when we applied.
Oh yeah, it's over a year.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time goes too fast. We're sounding old now, or older now.
Oh, I don't like that fact. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next question. What number is this year's team, and do you have a symbol or a crest?
Yes, we are Tom 32.
That's
I
backwards.
don't know if it's backwards.
We're team on mission 32. So there's been 32 teams before us, but there was
31.
also 31
That
teams
would make
before
sense.
us.
We are the 32nd.
But there was also another program called the Yet teams, which we've been told about, which have been going longer as well. So officially we're team on mission 32. This year's symbol,
we do have a crest.
We do have a
crest. No idea where it is. I have a
It's
picture.
on our Instagram if you want to check that.
Yes,
but
it's on the
Selfless plug.
it's on our Instagram. Our Instagram is at Team on Mission. If you scroll down, it's on
It's one of our first.
first posts, but it's a crest and it has. Can we look up what it has?
Yeah,
on it?
Adam drew it.
Adam drew it. Adam's very good at drawing.
To show the camera.
Do you want to talk about
Our symbol though is
We have an elephant.
and it's called Edgar.
His name is Edgar.
He's our mascot.
So on the first night of Tom, actually, when we were first in this room,
Yeah.
I drew him on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
I just drew an elephant and we named him Edgar, and we just decided that he was our mascot. So we bought this
From IKEA.
to be our mascot.
Edgar is our mascot. But we do have what's it called?
A crest.
I don't know if you can
I don't
see
know if
that.
Check if you can.
No.
Can't see it.
Never mind. But on our crest, so we had to choose 4 main values that we wanted to treasure for the year. So one of them was faith.
So we just paused so that we could get the image up so that you can see our crest, so that we can explain it. And I believe it'll show up any minute now.
It should be coming up on the screen. But yes, Adam drew this at the start of the year during one of our training sessions.
I think it was
one of the first trainings. Here we go.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. So yes, Adam is a talented drawer, as you can see. He wouldn't say that, but we're saying that. He actually would say he's a talented drawer. Never mind.
Is Edgar at the top wearing a crown?
So these are the main core values. Each of us had to write down values, and then we came up with some as a team that we wanted to carry through the year. So we have faith, helping humanity, arts, as in like music and drawing and all that, and then our families. And then Adam, do you want to explain what the thing is in the middle?
Oh yeah, so there's the 3 of us on team, but we also have a team leader named Gemma, and then there's Edgar. So if you take all the first letters of each of our names, we found that you could spell regal. And there in the middle is all of the letters put together in a symbol. That's kind of like our symbol there in the middle. So.
And we've also used the hashtag Regal. So if any of you are on Instagram and have seen the hashtag Regal at the end of our post, that's actually what it means. Yeah. Not many people know that.
I think that's also why Edgar's wearing a crown there.
Yeah, that's why he's wearing a crown.
Because he's regal.
So yeah, that is our crest and our symbol and our mascot for Tom 32. Yep, here's Edgar. Brilliant.
Okay, so next question. What have you been doing recently?
Flip. So we take a section each?
Yeah.
That would work.
What section?
Like district each even?
Oh,
okay.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Okay, yeah, we'll just go. Let's just
go for it.
So at the start of the year, we had 3 weeks of training.
Yeah.
3 weeks of training.
Oh, yeah.
And then that was fun. That was a hard but fun time. Then we went to the northeastern district, where we were in a Sunday school and a youth fellowship for a number of weeks, and that was really, really fun because it meant we got to be in person with people and to just have a lot of banter with them, which is what a lot of it was. We also did a family church with the church for a while, and it was every couple of weeks, so that was fun. And then we also had Autumn Soul in between all that. And then Christmas stuff as well. Yep. We also went on retreat to Port Rush, yes, which was nice. Really good. Yeah. And then we went home for Christmas.
We were sent home for Christmas, and then lockdown hit
Yeah.
And we got stuck home for 5 months.
5 months.
So, yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
About being at home?
Yeah.
Are you there for half of it with your Wi-Fi?
My Wi-Fi is really bad because my house isn't actually in Sligo. It's right on the edge of Sligo in Leitrim. And so, you know, Leitrim being the most rural county in Ireland, I had horrible internet the entire time, and we were doing everything online because we were all at home. So I kind of only was there 50% of the time, we could say. And yes, just 5 months. I don't know exactly what districts we were with.
Northwestern.
I don't remember these things.
Northwestern district.
But yeah, we were doing that for the whole 5 months?
For the whole 5 months, yeah.
Wow, okay.
I know.
Yeah.
It was extended because we could only do online stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was all online, obviously. Yeah. And which was hard. It was hard.
Yeah.
Because we were all at home, and so there was like a lot of lack of motivation. I'm sure a lot of people have experienced during lockdown. There was, and basically just trudging on until we could finally be back here.
Yeah. But yes, it was really good to still be able to meet with the young people online though. And we had a really great time in the YFs and the Sunday schools that we were a part of, and praise parties were brilliant as well.
Praise parties were a lot of fun.
Yes, they were very good.
Singing and
so it was good. But recently then we have been working online with the Southern District, like yourselves. So we have been in 2 districts now. 2 districts now?
Southern districts?
Districts, yes.
Or circuits, not districts.
Circuits
I think.
the word.
We've been in 2.
Circuits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've been in 2 districts, or circuits, sorry, I get them mixed up. And we have been doing youth fellowships and Sunday schools. No, not Sunday schools. Praise parties online. So those have been really fun. And it's been great to still interact with you guys online like we are now. But hopefully we will be able to see some people in person soon, I think.
We're hoping to be sent to Dublin in 2 weeks.
I think it's Dublin. Yeah.
We've also been doing like in-person stuff.
We have been.
We have.
Yeah. So we're doing a youth fellowship on Sunday night.
And it was one of the ones we were with
person.
at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Which is really good to go back to.
Yeah.
So that we at least have some in-person interaction as well as online.
So one benefit the pandemic Tom team has had that the other Tom teams haven't is that we've gotten to be with certain groups longer, like that youth group. So we have actually gotten to know them a lot better, and our relationships with them are really strong.
Yeah.
Both of the youth groups we've been with, actually, we went to for ages.
Yeah. We were with them for quite a while, but it's good to be, now we're slightly more back to normal. Not really.
Not really.
On the journey, we're still able to meet with lots of different people across Ireland. So that's one of the really great things. That was a mix between good and great there. One of the really great things. Yes. Sorry, we're waffling on
now. So another question is, what are you planning to do after summer after you leave Team on Mission?
Okay. Well, like I said a lot earlier, I have deferred my place for uni. So in September, deferred basically means like postponed for a year. So I now have my place. I'm going to Edinburgh, University of Edinburgh in September to study social policy and sociology for 4 years. So and although by the end of the degree I might have come out with a different one because you can't actually do that in Scotland, so we'll have to see what happens. But yes, I'm going over to Scotland, moving away from Northern Ireland, from this island to the other island. Yes, so pretty good. Exciting.
So I was originally planning to go to college in America, but now I'm not, because I discovered that wasn't really the best thing for me. But I am still planning to go to America. Not exactly sure when, but I'm looking for apprenticeships there. And so my future is a bit more vague, but that's the basic idea.
Yeah.
So originally, when I first started Tom Team, I was going to go to Coleraine and do environmental science, but over the year of Tom Team, I decided to change my choice of degree and uni. So I had to redo UCAS and all that wonderful stuff. And I'm now actually going to Chester to do natural hazard management and geography. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that, but it's very different because I was planning to stay at home and now I'm going away. So that's fun.
So we're all leaving.
Yeah.
None of us are staying. And UCAS is the university application thing. If you didn't know.
Oh yes, they use a different.
UCAS is how we apply to university and stuff like that.
A very long.
But
I'm likely to still be in Ireland when the next Tom team starts. So even though you guys are going to be in like other countries, I might actually be helping the next Tom team train.
Oh, are you?
In training. Gemma talked to me about that.
Oh, really?
Anyway.
I'm sure she did.
Yes, everyone. Were you meant to be sure? Anyway, so that's what we're all doing next.
So for the last question, I've been a funky question. So who is your hero?
Okay. Here's our hero. This is
I'm going to get this right out of the way. Jesus.
Oh, okay, fair. Very good. Well done. Pat the back on him. Okay. Do you want to go first and talk about why?
About why Jesus?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys.
I feel like we can't say anything else.
It feels wrong to say anything, but
I mean, I feel like we could all like say Jesus simultaneously.
Yeah.
And we need to choose somebody that we all look up to.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
I've got mine.
Superhero.
One of my
Is that what you thought?
She thought you meant actual superhero.
Wait, we should clarify. Do you mean superhero or someone we look up to? Because Jesus is
someone you look up to.
Okay.
Not superhero.
Someone is a superhero.
Then Jesus is both.
That's okay. Someone I look up to is my mum. My mum is such a big inspiration to me, Janet. She shout out to Janet.
Unsworth.
No, she's just amazing, and she's such a good role model as well for how to be a good woman of God, a good Christian woman. That sounds so weird, but she's like powerful in her own sense. Like I just love my mom. She's amazing, and she's such a good role model for me. And she really inspires me in my Christian faith as well. And she's amazing. Fair enough. Right, you go.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, see, now I feel like I was gonna say my dad, but you just said your mom.
That's okay.
I can still say my dad.
Yeah, no one's stopping you saying your
dad. I don't know. It just seems like. But anyway. Yeah, I would say my dad. He's definitely been a huge inspiration. I don't think there's anyone who I look up to or respect more than my dad. And I want to be a lot like him when I'm older. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. A lot of the same stuff she said, except about my dad. Yeah.
We also love our other parents as well.
Yeah, no, we don't. How would you know?
Now if I don't say my parents, it's like
no. See, that's why I didn't want to say my dad.
Alan and Elaine.
I mean, Alan's pretty rad.
Her dad is pretty cool.
So is Elaine. Don't leave out Elaine.
And Elaine is as well.
I mean, Alan might have been one. I could have said Alan as well. He's one of my role models.
There you go.
He would love that actually. Okay, so my parents are like, they're weirdos, but like so nice, so they'll appreciate me saying that. But like, my dad is always like, oh, it's obviously me, and my mum's like, oh, it's obviously me. So you know what? I'm gonna pick neither. I think my biggest, the person I look up to most is my big sister. Yeah. So she's not actually my big sister. It's Claire Stewart, but I love her. I've known her for like majority of my life, and she basically is part of our family. Like she calls my mum and dad her mum and dad. Well, her adoptive mum and dad, and I'm her adoptive little sister. So. But definitely she's one of the people I look up to the most because she is incredible and I adore her and want to be her. And if I turn out anything like her, I'll be fine. So yeah.
Claire's lovely.
Yeah, but yeah.
All our people are lovely. Yep.
Now my favourite superhero, that's a different story.
I think we should do our favourite superheroes as well. Just to face off. We're taking control now.
You don't ask a nerd that question.
My favourite superhero is well, I was going to say Wanda Maximoff, but I don't know, she's still a superhero. Yeah. Controversial. I would say Wanda, Scarlet Witch. She's just like really cool, strong female superhero. So I love her. Yeah, very good.
you want me to go
And she's
first?
emotional, and she shows her emotions, and like her emotions are like powerful. So there we go. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go first or what?
Yeah, okay. I was just gonna say, I mean, I would go comics more than movies, but the Hank Pym Ant-Man, not the Ant-Man version that's in the movies, similar, but I'm not gonna explain the difference. Anyway,
The video's not long enough for that.
but yeah, Ant-Man from the comics is my favorite superhero.
Very good. Mine's Thor. I love Thor.
I'm wearing a Thor shirt.
Oh, very good.
Ta-da.
Beautiful. But yeah, I'd have to say Thor. Emma, who's your favorite superhero?
Yeah.
I think mine would be Catwoman. She's just like nice, and she helps save people, makes people happy. So yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Very good. Good choice. Thank you for chatting with us, Emma, and all your questions and
Oh,
everything.
you're welcome.
Do you have any other random questions that you might want to ask us?
We have no other questions.
That's
Okay.
No other questions, right?
Brilliant. Thank you everyone. And
it's been a lot of fun.
yeah, it's been great
thank you
chatting
for
with
having
you,
us.
and thank you so much to everyone watching for having us, and to Emma for interviewing us, and to Stephen for organising. But yes, it's been
and
lovely.
to my parents for
And to our
raising
parents.
me.
It's been lovely to see you all. We'll wave goodbye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Bye everyone.
Bye, Emma. Thanks.
Bye.